Hey friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time clothing reseller on eBay, sometimes Poshmark, not today. I have 3 items that I am shipping out today. This is what I sold yesterday on eBay. I sold $141.89 was my gross revenue, and stick around to the end and I'll share my total profit for the day. This is, I'm not gonna be able to show you the whole thing, but I show you parts of it. This is a really big pair of overalls and they are Carhartt. So this is like 2 of my favorite things combined into one. I love Carhartt, I love overalls. These are really big, like they're quilt insulated, lined, very good for winter, hunting, things like that. These took a long time to sell because I listed them in March, which is kind of, you know, spring. People aren't thinking, oh, I'm gonna need big ginormous overalls for winter in March. But right now, you know, hunting season is back in session and winter's coming, so I'm not surprised that they sold now. They sold for $77.59. I bought them about 7.5 months ago. I did pay $15 for these. Again, like I said, there's something in my box. It's trying to figure out what's going on in here. All right. I had thought I was going to use this box yesterday, and then I didn't. And so it sat out in my garage overnight, and garages are kind of garagey. Okay. I knew, okay, Carhartt, man, I should show you the tag. I'm going to show you the tag. So Carhartt tags are great because they tell you the style name. It's like a little number, like, oh, I'm on the wrong side. This one is R03. And then it tells you like where it's made, all the materials. So like this one's 100% cotton, made in the USA. On the back side of it, that is a union tag. It is produced by UFCW Union Labor. That is kind of a big deal. It increases the value of things in Carhartt. So always check that back. Sometimes the union tag will be separate from the material tag, but I knew this would sell for a pretty good amount of money. So even with, you know, my $15 in my cost of goods, I still made $44.33. So that's almost tripling my money. These were not in perfect condition. Carhartt, in my experience, does not have to be in perfect condition. You've seen my videos before, you know, I wrap all of my items in tissue paper. This, I just put the tissue paper in the box. It's not perfect. I'm not worried about it. This is quite heavy. So it is going in a number 7 priority box. Oh, it's also big and bulky. It doesn't necessarily matter that it's heavy. Thankfully, the person lived fairly close, so the shipping wasn't a ridiculous amount of money. I will tell you that when I have watchers on my items, I do send out a 20% off offer, and this was accepted on a 20% offer. So I think I had it listed for like $79, did the 20% off, and then they paid for shipping. That was included in the $77.59. So very pleased when Carhartt leaves my space because it's usually big and bulky. In this case, I want to just double check on my crate. It's 4.5 pounds and I paid for a 5-pound label, so I'm right on, which is great. It tells you, does that give you any information? I don't think so. It tells you right up here that it's a 5-pound label. So you can double check that if you aren't sure. right. This is probably the best sale of the day as far as return on investment. But it's super cool. This is just a vest. It is like a, what is that plaid called? There we go. That plaid's called something. I just can't think of it off the top of my head, but this is a wool blend. It is the brand Eddie Bauer, but if you look at that tag, that is very obviously a vintage tag. It's really cool looking. So it's a vintage wool vest. It is a much larger size. It's a 3X. And as always, gotta get these last little bits of the stuff. This is not too bad, thankfully. Because definitely lately I've had some things. This sold for $36.46. It sold in really quick, like a little less than a month. So a little more than a month. I think it was like 5 weeks. So not bad at all. Super cool little vintage vest. I do try to watch some like trending fashion type YouTube videos just so that I know, because I myself am not super trendy. I don't care that much. I mean, I want to look nice, but I don't really care what's popular. I just want to feel good in my own skin. So, but I had heard recently that vests were kind of a trend for this year. So I did buy this. I bought it for $1.19. That was, I think, an average cost at one of a local thrift store that is in my county, not in my town. And I like that thrift store. It's kind of nice. So I go there occasionally. Probably should go more often because my cost of goods is pretty cheap there. And they have pretty decent stuff. It's in a college town, which I think that college town is a good factor when you're looking at a thrift store. So I just threw this away. I didn't tell you my profit was $25.15 on that vest. So $1 into $25 is pretty great. This is my worst as far as return on investment. These are Hey Dudes. That's upside down. Hey Dude. They're very popular. Like, I see them everywhere. Very popular. I hear like, oh, they sell so great, blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't look it up. I saw them, they were $7. I was like, yep, certainly I can get at least $35 out of that. Because if I'm gonna pay $7 for something, I want it to be about $35. No, that was not the case. The sell-through rate was not great. The average sale price was not great. I don't know why, if it was this particular style, if it was all over. So let me just take this opportunity to remind you, or tell you if you haven't heard, if you are reselling, if you are buying things to resell, don't just go based off of what YouTubers tell you. Make sure that you are checking your comps. And so what I mean by that is you're gonna go into your reselling app of choice. Mine is eBay because that's the one I use the most often. You're going to search the item, be specific, color, size, style, if you can figure that out, and then see how many are listed. Then you're going to filter to sold, and you're going to see how many are sold. If there's 100 listed and 1 sold, it's not a great sell-through rate. And the chance of the next person who comes along who wants to buy one buying yours is slim. It doesn't mean that won't happen, but it's not great. These are really lightweight, so I did have them going ground advantage. I think that helped in the sale because, you know, people aren't going to pay a whole lot in shipping for something that isn't worth a whole lot of money anyway, in my opinion. I do buy my poly mailers on Amazon. These big ginormous ones I also got on Amazon. So let me tell you, I spent $7 on these. They did sell in 20 days. That might be because I took an offer. Maybe I would have gotten, I did list them for $30. I took an offer for 20. So their total with shipping was $27.85 after fees, shipping, and my cost of goods. My profit was $10.90. I bought them 20 days ago, 22 days ago, so 3 weeks. You know, I'll certainly take the flip, but like I didn't even double my money. I did get my money back. I made some profit, but I like to at least double my money. So that was kind of a bummer, but the day overall was pretty good. I did profit $80.38. My goal is about $66, $67 to make my goal for the month. $66, $67 a day is what I would need to get. So thanks for shipping with me. If you've liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. Tell me how your day is going. Are you a reseller? Are you not? Let me know. I'd love to get to know you in the comments below. I'll see you soon.